So thanks, Antonio, for sharing a couple of feedbacks on this nice tool. So just a few slides about who we are and about Givaudan. So Givaudan is B2B company. So maybe you don't know this name. It's not as popular as our customers, but believe me, you've been using Givaudan products or products made with Givaudan ingredients or components uh, all days, every year, and since you've born, you've been using soaps, laundry, when you go to the restaurant, when you perform cooking at home, you've been using Givaudan products. So Givaudan is a global company on the world. We are the leader in the fragrances and flavor industry. We have 20% of the global market. We are spread all over the world in 181 different locations. We have around 15,000 employees. And now, jumping directly into the context of open text content server, we have one instance in production of content server, which is a large environment. As you can see on the right there, this is the architecture map. So we have to manage around 50 different servers. We have content servers, Blazor, OTDS, archive centers, Oracle, different type of storage, different type of operating system. So this is quite challenging. And Antonio came to me with this new tool and asked me if we could evaluate the beta version. And I was really interested because this tool fills a gap. Right now, we are using content server for extended ECM, documents management, archiving, record management, workflows. Our content server is connected to more than 25 different business applications, including SAP, and we have also built a connector, an extended ECM connector with ServiceNow. So as you could guess, to monitor this is quite challenging. We are a very small team with 2 administrators, 2 business analysts, 1 leader, and this is the way we manage that. But we have externalized developments. The data center administration is externalized. So for example, if I want to restart a Windows server, I have to create a ticket that will be analyzed by someone assigned to a team. The team will take this, check the DSLA, and ask me if they can restart the server. So as you can guess, we have some large and complex processes, and for us to monitor as many servers as we have, this is sometimes quite challenging. And I think it's the same for any big customers who have externalized their data center administration. Our provider is organized in silos. So we have a team for Oracle, a team for content server, a team for the storage, a team for the Windows servers, a team for VMware, and the monitoring is organized the same way per silos. So if I have a production issue on Oracle, it might take a couple of minutes or hours to figure out that my content server is impacted and maybe I won't be able to upload the document into content server anymore. So our challenges are to identify a production issue before the end users. And believe me, this is still true. We have production issues that have been raised by the end user. And this is quite frustrating because we are in 2020 and we could have many different tools to monitor that and to offer a better service to our users. In case of incident, to be able to react rapidly and focus on the system that is failing and not start digging into many different directions and waste time. And also having an overview of the system would be very nice and very helpful for Givaudan. While evaluating Fuse, I extracted my top uh, benefits on the system. So first is centralized to manage and monitor all environments. In the past, we tried to monitor using Nagios, SCOM, different solution. After when we externalize our data center, the different providers, they came with their internal monitoring system, but what they monitor is more system related, so they can monitor the disk space, the ports, if they are used or not, the services, if they are up and running or not. That's all. But inside the application, we cannot monitor if the distributed agents are overloaded or not, if the schedule agents are running, all these kind of things. You don't have this. There with Fuse, I can have this kind of overview and provide a first analysis rapidly with proof to the team in charge of running the production. There's alerting across various systems that is very interesting. For example, I don't have access to the storage system, to NetApp. I don't have access. I have access to content server, a little bit to the archive center in production, but not to the storage. There, I will be able to monitor the write and the read throughput. And if it's incorrect, I will be able to bring some values. Generally, when you contest and say that, oh, there's a problem, it might be performance on the storage. They say, no, impossible. It's on your system, or it's the network, or it's the database. They always reject the fault to someone else. There, I will be able to come with proof. There's plenty of different indicators, more than what we were used to read, so that's very interesting. The time matching, as Antonio demonstrated, is very interesting for us, because we have a continuous improvement process where we have to provide root cause analysis. And generally, you know how it is. The system went down last Friday. It's Monday. We had a couple of meetings. We were able to make the system running again. And now we have to analyze, but either the logs have been deleted because someone restarted the servers, or the logs are too high, or the logs we are in production, so we don't have logs, because if we turn on the logs rapidly, we have gigabytes of logs that nobody is able to dig into that. So by using the time machine in Fuse, we will be able to go back in the past and provide an analysis showing that maybe this came from the distributed agent and the facet. So, oh, that's a lead. Maybe that's due to huge imports made by a project, and the database was not tuned correctly to support this overload. So that's interesting. Trace file analyzer also. You know how it is. You open the trace file, you have to figure out which thread logs is related to this trace file. Check the ID inside the trace file. Try to figure out the cause there. You have a nice tool to rapidly figure out what caused the problem. The scheduling and to administer different servers is also interesting, as we have process where we move configuration from dev to UAT to prod, and the one applying the configuration in prod is an operator, an engineer from our data center provider. So it's maybe someone who is not as knowledgeable as us on content server, And there, he will have just to apply a procedure using Fuse instead of having to dig into a system where he's not really fluent with. So that will also help in this area. So that was the few let's say highlights, but there's many more. I think this tool is promising and really interesting, and I will really follow the new features that are coming, and I will also propose this tool to Givaudan to integrate into our production environment. So thanks. Don't hesitate to contact me if you need more detail. Thanks, Antonio.